notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that comes under thy observation in life. Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by, and another takes its place, and this too will be swept away. Everything that happens as it should, and if you observe carefully, you will find this to be so. Natural ability without education has more often raised a man to glory and virtue than education without natural ability. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future, too. A noble man compares and estimates himself by an idea which is higher than himself, and a mean man by one lower than himself. The one produces aspiration, the other ambition, which is the way in which a vulgar man aspires. Because your own strength is unequal to the task, do not assume that it is beyond the powers of man, but if anything is within the powers and province of man, believe that it is within your own compass also. Here is the rule to remember in the future, when anything tempts you to be bitter, not, "This is a misfortune," but to bear this worthily is good fortune. To begin is half the work, let half still remain, again begin this, and thou wilt have finished. Be content with what you are, and wish not change, nor dread your last day, nor long for it. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinions of himself than on the opinions of others. Such as are your habitual thoughts, such also will be the character of your mind, for the soul is dyed by the thoughts. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up, if thou wilt ever dig. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom thyself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are, and to make new things like them. We ought to do good to others as simply as a horse runs, or a bee makes honey, or a vine bears grapes season after season without thinking of the grapes it has borne.